Hey everybody, it's me, Carlo Libertini, and in this video, we're going to take a look at Sonible's smart reverb on both acoustic and electric guitar. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Now, if you've never seen smart reverb before, the interface is really cool and the plugin just sounds amazing. Now, what they've done, like their Smart Comp and Smart EQ, is taken that same technology where you can listen to your source material and it'll reference what it has programmed within it to help you create a custom reverb just for that instrument. It's really groundbreaking and super cool. Let's take a listen. Let me enlarge my plugin window here, and I've inserted a stereo instance of Smart Reverb here on my acoustic guitar bus. And let's take a listen to just the acoustic guitar first. There. Now let's take this off bypass. So why don't we try creating a custom profile for our work? Right here from this drop down, I'm going to choose guitar. And all you got to do is activate this switch. It'll listen to it for just a moment and then give you some settings to get started. There. Already sounds great. Now some of the settings here should look really familiar to you. But what I really love to do is get started with the XY pad here. You could take this button, and if you wanted a more natural sounding reverb, let's say in a more realistic room, just move it up that way. A more rich sounding reverb, a more intermittent close reverb, and a more artificial reverb, like a digital one. Why don't we do that right now? Here, let's put it on intimate just for a moment. Let's put it on rich. And you can see how the whole graphical user interface customizes itself based on just this setting alone. Beautiful. Actually, I'll leave it right about there because you can go anywhere in between. I'll go right about there. Now, this will control the width, the stereo width of your reverb, the color, making it brighter sounding or darker sounding, and the clarity. It'll do some unmasking of the original source to help, of the reverb actually, to make it sound more transparent. I suggest you just play around with these and guarantee that, in just a few seconds, you're going to find some settings you really love. But watch this. This is our reverb time. We can increase this up to 8 seconds. And as we do, see how the particle display is adjusting, customizing for us? Let's go to about 2 seconds. Right about there. Yeah, right about there. And you can see how the particle display is now conformed itself. Now what this does is it allows you to change, increase or decrease the decay at different frequency levels. Here we've got 2K up to 20K, 200 Hertz, and 20 Hertz. So you can actually choose the decay at particular frequencies. Now these particles, as they call them, the sides of them will represent the amplitude of it, and you can see how it decays over time like reverb should. Let's take a listen again. There. So this will help you control the decay over time on a frequency level. And there's a global one here down in this window. We can adjust the decay. Let's say I wanted to boost it over time, have maybe like a little bit of hump as it decays. You hear that? Let's increase that a little bit more. And you've got the same with spread, how wide over time. You can make it, send it to 100% over time. And you can adjust when it happens here, and the density of the reverb. How thick do you want it? Do you want it to lighten out over time, or do you want it to just stay at a constant? And then we also have our pre-delay. That's this level right here. We can adjust that up to 500 milliseconds. Sometimes on acoustic guitar, I like to increase this just a little bit, softens the attacks just a little bit. Let's take a listen now. Let's bypass it. Let's hear it again. Now, if you wanted to, let's say, create your own right from scratch, what we can do is copy these settings here using the Smart feature onto the A and then choose B. Now we can switch this to Universal, for example, and let's have a little fun. Let's go a little bit intimate here. I'll bring my time down, increase my pre-delay, and here I'll drag my wet-dry signal, my dry to about 78, and my wet I'm going to increase to about 100. Let's do that and take a listen. I'm going to bring the color down, darken it a little bit. There. Now let's go back to A and compare the original. It's longer. And B, which is more intimate and closer. There. So you can see how the amazing technology that's built into these plugins can really help jumpstart your creativity. I love using the Smart Verb features here. And sometimes I'll experiment a little bit. I might try something universal to get started with, maybe even vocals on a guitar or a bass, because, you know, I just like to try it out, have some creative fun. But these are tailor-made. So starting with the guitar here, as we did on the A preset here, was a great way to get started with the acoustic guitar, and then customizing it from there. Some of these parameters, like I said before, should seem very familiar to you, but when you're able to have this kind of level of detail where you can adjust the decay at certain frequency bands over time and adjust a wet-dry signal here, plus you could freeze the signal. You can check this out. Watch this. I'll activate it, and it'll hold the reverb tail for us. Great for special effects. There, that was the infinite knob. There's the freeze. There we go. We got it now. It's holding the reverb tail for us, creating a bit of a pad, you know, for special effects. And infinite will lengthen the decay forever, infinitely. And down here, you have a pre-delay. This will you can allow yourself to EQ the tone of the wet signal, just like you could using a regular equalizer. So there's a lot of parameters here, but it's all built into this really fun and easy to use interface. My name's Carlo. Best way to find out is to just try it for yourself. This is Smart Reverb by Sonible on acoustic guitar. Thanks for watching.